So what's going on? So the Buffalo Bills are my favorite football team, and I still get jokes and all that. I don't care. But recently, Roger Goodell, the NFL commissioner, who I can't stand that tight neck turtle head turkey. He did make a valid point about the Buffalo Bills. He said they need to get a new stadium or else. And the Bills have been they really ever since Ralph Wilson deceased and went out the new owners, they haven't really done anything to curb that. They did work, get their training facility upgraded, but they haven't exactly done anything with the stadium. And you have to in today's game. Now, does that necessarily mean that you're going to win? No. Ask Jerry Jones and the Cowboys. However, you do have to upgrade. Even Soldier Field in Chicago has had some flips here and there. You just have to kind of tweak it and twerk it enough to get it to modernize it as much as possible. And because the Buffalo Bills belong in Buffalo, that's not for discussion. And all due respect to Toronto, that's cool to play exhibition games there, and come through because it's local, but near Canada-Canadian border. But we shouldn't be playing no home games there. The Bills should be able to take care of what they got at the crib. So you got to fix it up. You got to modernize it. You got to get it straight. That's how you bring hope. That's how you bring inspiration for who's playing on the field. You got to make that thing tighten up, do what you got to do. And all the football stadiums eventually get a makeover. That's why the Raiders want out of where they're playing and go to Vegas because they've been playing in that dungeon since I don't know when. It ain't just a black hole like Darth Vader and Star Wars came out of that joint. Ain't been tapped and changed since I don't know when. So you have to comply with the times to get your game straight. And I would love to see the Bills, get their stadium lit up properly. I know that the snow and the traditions and everything, but hey, you can call it New Field or the Ralph or whatever you want to call it. It used to be OJ's house because originally Rich Stadium with the field and all that was built towards him, but they haven't really, you got to grasp the concept of modernizing your stadium. Um, and I don't want to ever agree with no Roger Goodell on nothing. However, it does need a facelift. It needs a touch up. It definitely needs to be tweaked, and it and it has to stay. And I know Erie County money's tight, mediums and what have you, but you got to find a way to make that stadium top tier and bring it up to the times. And then because it's the most important thing as far as sports goes in Buffalo, all due respect to the Sabres, but you gotta make that thing modernized. So I want to see the Bills. I know I want to see the Bills with a tight stadium, better quarterbacking, and and should do well. I'm always rooting for a chip every year. That don't go without saying. But you gotta tighten up your turf. So anyway, that's my take about Roger Goodell telling the Buffalo Bills they need to get a new stadium or else, and you know what the or else means. So anyway, feel free to leave them comments, hit the subscribe and the bell rings a new video. And Buffalo's talking proud, talking proud. I keep it old school because Bills love always, no matter where I am in the country or what have you, Buffalo Bills always number one. And we're the one, we can do something if we get it together. So anyway, that's my take. Peace.